All right, everyone. How you doing today? Okay, so Tragically Hip in Violet Light. That is today's subject matter. Before I get any further into this, we're going to jump back in time to Chris in Kingston talking about this album. When it comes to In Violet Light, there was one song on here I definitely knew beforehand, and that is the darkest one. Thanks to the Trailer Park Boys. Love the Trailer Park Boys. Early days of the Trailer Park Boys, had them in the video for this. Fantastic. Bubbles with all his little kitties and the band and everything. That was good times, good times. Good tune too. It was the only song I actually liked from the hit back in the day. So the album is over with Are You Ready? Good song, gets going, nice and up. Use It Up, not bad. Then you're into the darkest one, which I knew. It's good. It's a good life if you don't weaken, not bad. Silver Jet, decent. Throwing Off Glass, okay. All Torn Up, not bad. Leave, decent. A Beautiful Thing, okay. The Dire Wolf, pretty good. The Dark Connect, really enjoyable. I did not like In Violet Light as much as I liked Up to Here. I would still recommend an album. It was pretty decent though. Solid, enjoyable. And it's really interesting because these two albums are basically a little over a decade apart, almost a decade and a half apart. And in that decade and a half, I want to say there was some growth, but not a whole lot of growth, you know? Like, it's, the Tragically Hip was the Tragically Hip the whole way through, you know? You never waver, you never bend. Whereas Up to Here was definitely more Rolling Stones-like. In Violet Light would be a lot more of what I would call a Sunday afternoon album, a little more folksy, a little more kind of like Crash Test Dummies a little bit in some ways, except without the low voice. In other ways, like some other great Canadian acts, a little BTO even in there. Little, you know, just a little of everything, man. Even a little of Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald dude. I can't think of his name. Gordon Lightfoot. Oh, hey, look, we're back to Gord again. Hey, it all comes back around to Gord here when we're at the hip. Okay, folks, I'm going to wrap this one up here. I'm actually going to use this ending twice for the wrap up because I forgot to record it on the first one, so you get to see it twice. My apologies. Drop a comment down below. I know these reviews were short. I do apologize. Like I said, I listened to both albums like 4 or 5 times in a row in the car on the way up here each. Didn't have the track listings going, so, and not all the songs have this recognizable name based off of the lyrics in the songs. So that makes it complicated. But love it, great time. Glad to be here in Kingston. Glad to be here with the hip. Thank you, Gord, for everything you've done. This is the place to be. All right. All right. And then at the end of this, we're going to cut back to Kingston, and I'm going to put in a little more video footage from my journeys around the area and that related to the Tragically Hip. Okay. So going a little more in depth into this, not a lot more. Are You Ready? As I've already mentioned, great way to start the album, great energy, fantastic, really. I also like the fact that the title's straightforward and it's easy to grab. Use It Up, not a bad tune. Starts off a little slow, picks up, decent enough, keeps the album moving decently. The Darkest One, I actually still kind of enjoy this one to a degree. I didn't actually like it when it first came out. When it first came out, if it was not for the fact that the Trailer Park Boys were in the video, I'd have nothing to do with the video or the song. It was thanks to the Trailer Park Boys that I was willing to give that one a good listen. It's a Good Life If You Don't Weaken. It's a decent song. The problem is the song title throws me off every time. I forget what it is I keep thinking that the song's called. And the fact that I can't even remember what I think the song is called doesn't help either. Silverjet, good tune. I enjoy Silverjet. Got a good upbeat tempo to it. Good for driving too. Enjoyable that way. Throwing Off Glass really doesn't stick when I'm not listening to the album. All Tore Up, I don't mind while I'm listening to the album. Leave, same thing, doesn't really stick all that much. A Beautiful Thing doesn't really either. The Dire Wolf, I thought, another one where I thought had a different name. But I enjoy the Dire Wolf. I think the Dire Wolf is a pretty decent tune. And then you got The Dark Canuck, which I think closes off the album decently. This album being 2002, I think was near the end of the Hips run. There really isn't much inside here. It's mostly just the lyrics, a few details for producers, which was the Hip, along with Mark Vrikin. Hugh Padgham was the overall producer. Apparently this is one of those albums that has certain songs produced by different people. I don't know if it's been suggested that I look into picking up the Tragically Hip's Greatest Hits album. I might look into that. We'll see. The problem is I know for a fact it's got 100th Meridian on it, and I hate that song. Much Music absolutely destroyed that song for me, and quite honestly, 100th Meridian is one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of Gord Downie's voice. I hate the way he sings on that song. I really do. When it comes to the Tragically Hip, it's one of the few times I will say jokingly that I call myself a bad Canadian. But it's really funny because Crip Rick, who I'm always talking to in the comments and whatnot, he was saying that he catches a lot of crap being that he's from the Tragically Hip's hometown area and not being a huge fan of the Hip. And it's really funny because here in Windsor, it's the same thing if you're not a fan of the Tea Party. If you're not a fan of the Tea Party, you kind of catch a little crap for not being fans of the Tea Party because they're the big-time local heroes who actually just received the key to the city. Way too late, way too long later. Should have gotten a decade ago, at least. Anyways, folks, let me know what you think here about the Hip. I hope you've enjoyed my ability to bring the Hip to you live from Kingston as well while I was there. Sadly, I was going to do Sum 41 in Ajax, but I never got anywhere near Ajax on the way up or the way back. Just because of the way I was traveling on my road trip. And I guess that's it, really. I don't have anything else to add to it. Let me know anything down below in the comments. On your way down there, if you hit the like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications, I appreciate that. Please and thank you. A couple links worth checking out. Otherwise, folks, peace, love, take care, and stay hip to the hip. And we're going to hip hop over to some more video footage from when I was viewing the Hip. Love it. Great time. Glad to be here in Kingston. Glad to be here with the Hip.